Welcome to Knowledge Advisors Client Stories. Today we are joined by Randy Pearson and Adrian Ayson from Cisco Systems. Adrian, how long have you been a Knowledge Advisors client?
For about 2 years.
Randy, what was the measurement challenge you had when you started working with Knowledge Advisors?
Well, we had been measuring our training for our programs in the past, and we've always gotten really good data around level 1 SAT scores and whatnot, but that's really where it ended. And so our management team was becoming more and more focused on the business value of the training. And the measurement process that we had, which was quite manual, didn't really address that, didn't know how to go about addressing that. And so the structure of the MTM program and the tool made it very easy to be able to come up with measures that we could use at the higher level of impact and value, business value measures, and be able to put those into place so that we could start measuring that higher level of effectiveness of our programs.
Adrian, what were some of the early successes you had with the program?
I think having a fairly clear strategical plan around the integration and around the onboarding process as well.
Randy, was there a measurement moment when a senior leader started acting on the new data you were able to provide?
Yeah, we had one really interesting case where we had some advanced software training for one of our technology centers, and it would always get really good SAT scores. The scores, the instructors and whatnot would come out very, very good. But as we started implementing MTM, we noticed that even though the SAT scores were good and continued to be good, the effectiveness wasn't very good. The impact wasn't very good. And so as we started digging into that, we'd actually found that the software engineers who were taking this advanced training were actually not discussing it with their managers. They weren't being given opportunities to use that training. So even though they liked it, they learned a lot, they enhanced their career, it wasn't having the value to Cisco that we were hoping that it would have because of the not having the ability to implement it and to apply that training in a short period of time. And so we were able to make some changes to the program and get managers involved earlier and make sure projects were aligned and whatnot so that the training that was taken wasn't wasted. So that was quite a learning for us and quite a value for us because of being able to use MTM, that we could align it back to the business value and not have a high cost of scrap training in that case.
Randy, what advice would you have for someone just starting to implement a technology-based measurement solution?
Well, do some planning, get IT involved early, make sure you've got some really good planning documents and the technical teams are very well integrated with that plan. And the other thing I would recommend is make sure you really think through your integration as you integrate MTM with your LMS to make sure that the data fields that you care about are sent over, because the data fields that you send over are really going to impact what it is you're going to be able to get out of the system and how you're going to be able to filter it. So really think through the needs basis of the reporting that you'll be doing to make sure that the data fields and the data sets and the entire composite structure is how you want it before you get going.
One thing that I would like to add to that too is the executive buy-in as well.
Randy, Adrian, thank you for sharing your Knowledge Advisors story. This has been a Knowledge Advisors production.